Bueno, buenas tardes. Nosotros hablaremos de los parásitos en la comida. El equipo está conformado por Patricio Ruiz Benito y su servidor. Okay. I will be presenting topic of the great importance for both public health and the food safety parasites in commercial food. Parasites are microorganisms. The life or the site of host was expensive. They can be found at the both food and the water, and they often go uneaten. They cause symptoms in the house. The many cases, these symptoms vary from mild discomfort to severe fatal illness. One of the key issues with parasites is that the specialty prevalent in the area with for the nation and the where undercut food is consumed regularly disease. These organisms can range from microscopic protozoa dollar visible worms and the many require one or multiple hosts to complete their life cycle. Let's start with understand the risk factors. Today, consumer preference products like salad and the berries, which are often heated or with animal preparation. This increases the risk of parasitic transmission. Their control measures are essential. On only point of sale food through the entire food production chain, implementing food safety protocol to the HACCP system, hazard analysis, and critical control points. Is vital to prevent contamination and protect consumers. Uh, how, what exactly are parasites? Manipulate the organisms that depend host to survival. There are three main classes of parasites that cause diseases in humans. Like protozoa organism cells, often microscopic, almond parasitic worms, ectoparasitic as lice, flies, and some insects. Among the many parasites affect food safety, mention some examples. Tratinum insects, commonly known as bedbugs, are vectors of Trypanosoma cruzi, the causative agent of Chagas disease, and as a key simplex. Is nematode found in the undercooked roast fish and they can cause serious gastrointestinal issues. Giardia duodenal, Cryptosporidium parvum, and Cyclospora are protozoa who know causing diarrheal disease. Life. How are tertiary parasites transmitted? Transmission usually occurs through consumption of contaminated uh, food or water. In some cases, people had infected by touching or putting in their mouths something that has been in contact, fetched from an infected person or animal. This is why hygiene and proper food handling are so important. Um, Life. Okay, finally, where are some common parasites found in commercial food? Giardia duodenalis, Cryptosporidium parvum, Cyclospora pyogenesis, Toxoplasma gondii, Trichinella spiralis, Taenia saginata, also known as the beef tapeworm, Taenia solium, the pork tapeworm. Each, the parasite represent a significant public health concern, especially in globalized food market. As consumers and future professionals, our responsibility be aware of these risks and support practices that ensure food safety from far double.
Anyway, hello everyone, welcome. My name is Patricio Ruiz and I explain it for the focus in commercial food productions. I think of parasite as super tiny hitchker. It's a living invader that lives inside another living things called a host. They basically get their food and shelter from their host. The tiny parasitic eggs called oocytes often come from the poop of young animals like goats and sheep, and even humans. If this poop gets in your food, it can make lots of people sick at once. You right? But don't worry, we'll learn how to stop that. Slide. And general symptoms of parasitic infections. So what happens if one of the tasty hitchers accidentally makes its way into your body? Your body has ways of telling you something's not quite right. These messages are called symptoms. While different parasites cause different problems, there are some common things to watch out for. First, for your tummy, it's a parasite gets in there and can mess this up. You may get diarrhea, water poop, feel nauseous, or actually vomit. Belly panic cramps are common too. Some might have lost their appetite, feel bloated, or have loss of gas. These are things your digestive symptom. Pardon. These are things your digestive system it's not happy. But parasites don't just affect your tummy; they can also cause system symptoms affecting your well body. You might get a mid or moderate fever, like your body is trying to fight something off. You can also feel super tired or weak all the time. It's called fatigue, and sometimes you may even lose weight fighting trying. This is serious because a parasite might be stealing all the good nutrients from your food or even causing tiny bits of bleeding inside you. That's why it's so important to pay attention to things. Uh, as like, okay, in diagnostic, how doctors find parasites. All right, so you will learn about the things now. What's happening if your son you know starts having the symptoms and you think it may a parasitic infection? This is where doctors become super cool detectives. It's super important to go say doctor if you're worried. Don't try waste or you just white it out. A doctor know exactly what to do. They'll ask you questions and do some special tests. The most important part of happens in a special lab. One common test is a coproscopic test. It's a big word, but it just means to look at tiny sample of your pop under powerful microscope. It's one of the best way to find the tiny parasitic eggs or parts of parasites. They also do blood tests where they take a small samples of your blood. Looking at your blood can show things that your body is fighting off an infection, or if you are anemic because parasite is telling you iron. That this special lab test are like super magnificent glasses for doctors. They help them figure it out exactly which the microorganisms uh, sorry if any causing the problems once they know what the bad guy is they can to figure out the best way to help you get better and kick the parasite out. To think a doctor is the first best step to getting healthy again. And like how to prevent stopping the snake invader, you prevent superpowers. Okay, so we're learning to what parasites are, why symptoms they cause, and how doctors find them. Now, for the most important, how do we stop the snake virus from getting into your bodies in the first place? That's right. We're talking about prevention. Think of it like being a superhero for your own health. Prevention is your superpower. Superpower one is hygienic heroes. Your number is proper hygienic. Always, always, always wash your hands thoroughly with soap and warm water when before to touch any food and definitely after you use the restroom. Imagine all the tiny game germs can hide on your hands if you're out and don't have soap and water. And sanitary helps, but nothing beats a good hand wash. It's like building a force field around your hands and your superpower too. Less about the water safety. Water is super important, but something tricky parasites can hide in it. So make sure you only drink water from sources you know are safe. That means water from your tap at home, which has been treated and cleaned. If you ever camping or in a place where you are not sure about the water, the best thing to is boil it for less 1 minute. Boiling is like sending the parasite on a super hot roller coaster. They can't survive. En Superpower 3 tenemos Outer Outfit. When you are having food outdoors, they are not a trick. Wear light colored clothing. Why? Because some parasites are carried by insects like mosquitoes or ticks. Like color make it easy to stop parasitic creatures on long sleeves. Um, Pants give you an extra layer of protection. It's like wearing armor in your outdoor adventures. It's like and Superpower 4, Food Fantastic. And finally, let's talk about the food safety. This is a big one. You should never eat raw or undercooked meats. Always make sure your meat is cooking all the way through. The means no pink in the middle. Also remember to wash your fruits and vegetables thoroughly before you eat them. Even if they look clean, they can have tiny plastics or dirty tip of them. Be smart about how you prepare them and store your food too, so you don't accidentally spread caramels. Be following the simple but super important steps. You can significantly reduce your chance of getting a parasitic infection and stay happy and healthy. And so remember, these tips become a healthy superhero and help keep yourself and your friends safe from this tiny snake paralysis. It's over. Thanks so much for attention. Goodbye.